What's up, people? Chad Crump, Pain to Positive. Got a little story about loss of life. So I had a nephew who was killed in a car accident. 18 years old. So about 3 weeks after his 18th birthday, New Year's Eve. And this was somebody that my brother lived with me and my mother and would move in and move out, and so we tended to spend quite a bit of time with his son. And then my brother moved to Norwich and I went to high school in that town, so I would stop over and see him and his son quite a bit. And then basically as he got older, he would sleep over, we'd go out to dinner, I'd take him to the movies, spend a lot of time with him. You could say it was probably the closest thing to a kid or a child that someone could have had without it being their child. Would call me, text me, ask me to come out, go play basketball. Spent a lot of time with him. Unfortunately for my other nieces and nephews, was nothing against them. It was just more of he was there and that's just who I spent time with because they were always around. So he was killed in a car accident, and it's probably one of the worst days or feelings that anybody obviously could have. I still remember the night. Actually took my Mustang out in a snowstorm to go see my brother. Obviously it was not fun times. I stayed with my brother for a week. I remember my brother screaming in the funeral home, which was obviously very difficult to deal with. But this nephew of mine was extremely difficult just because he respected me and showed me things that a lot of people haven't. Idolized me. I could literally scream at him and yell at him, and it didn't matter. Obviously, he loved and adored me that much. I remember him being very disrespectful to my brother and me turning to him saying, "Don't you fucking ever talk to your father that way." And he would never backtalk me or say anything. He would just listen and let me say what I needed to say. But he was one that was very difficult to actually lose. And there's a lot of days where you struggle with remembering and missing somebody like that. It's been 10 years. So I know a lot of people out there deal with this instance and circumstance and somebody they've lost in their life. So I just figured I would share that story to everybody who's loved and lost somebody. Stay with it. Good memories. Pain to Positive.